Yeah, my experience, y'all, when it comes down to the depths of solitude, the importance of it. First and foremost, you should be scared when you can't stay alone that long by yourself. If you want to know why God ain't talking to you, you can start right there. Like I said, I'm going to keep going back to this for a long time. When I said interdimensional twins, the guy laughed. But I'm sure there's people out there that realize it made a lot of sense. And it kind of cleared up everything. Because guess what, y'all? It backs up why we don't need condoms, why we wouldn't have to have condoms. You get what I'm saying now? Because interdimensional twins are still your real twins. If I ain't mistaken, y'all ain't supposed to be passing it to each other. My grandparents were twins. That's why they had such a good relationship. But somehow, through slavery, my grandparents managed to keep up the situation. My grandparents married, damn that dog mentioned it. My grandparents basically they knew who their twin was. And I ain't really say nothing. I thought that was bad because that's knowledge that's gone. So that means that's knowledge that the elderly should have been teaching us. But, you know, it is what it is. I guess they forgot. I didn't think about it. Distracted like we are today. Just distracted, you know. But, now that we got all that out the way, y'all done sent me everything in the world that could kill me. And you finally say, oh, he telling the truth. And now that everybody is guilty for sending everybody to me, all the way up from the regular people to the government, because y'all knew about it. So, my blood on your hands already. So you ain't gotta worry about killing me, you got karma just for this. I mean, you can add to the equation if that's what you want to do. All right, now let's get to the real deal now. Hopefully, y'all, this message will get across to you. Listen and hear me well. I won't be doing this message no more. I won't do nothing nowhere near close to it. I will continue jacking off. And I ain't talking about what y'all talking about. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna continue bull jiving. Because you're yet to pay me, and y'all out there in the tarot cards talking about I'm rich and I'm looking good. In turn, meaning you either know who robbing me and you on their side, or it's just a facade to cover up what's really about to happen. Either way it go, I already got it one door at a time, and if my quota ain't met by then, everything lights out. So it don't matter. Because even I got to so long to be right here to do what I'm doing. And you know, you ain't got much longer. So I ain't gonna worry about it. I take your little stagnating jokes for whatever little time remaining. And the next time you won't see me. None of you. Or hear from me. Because first and foremost, it would have had to been and took a twin or a soulmate to rob me from the beginning. So that means you are already guilty, spiritually and physically, and you are already indebted to me, whether you pay your toll now or over there. because I'm not your average human, and I'm not your average person, and I'm not a chosen. I'm not nobody's in this world status quo, according to God. Me and my meat suits, my twins, are oldest DNA out here. God said, ain't no older. He made sure I knew that since I made sure I let him know that I wasn't shit. So he showed me how special I was. You know what I'm saying? So I quit crying, but you get the gist. So the warning ain't for you who's manipulating my twin, because God showed me the contracts that was supposed to be done. The test is solely for me and my twin. My test for that position in life or that window in time has not come to pass because my twin has yet to come to me. As soon as she come to me, my test begins. You know what I'm saying, y'all? And I'm talking spiritual tests. I'm not talking about God. So see, I just prove. I'm right now. I'm proving to y'all. Not only am I walking in another dimension, but I am breaking generational curses. Because in order for me to tell you this step-by-step process, I would have had to go through it, right? So, shame on you out there who is paying somebody else to be in my seat and thinking I'm gonna be a fool. And you really ain't calling me a fool. You calling God's people a fool because you automatically know God's people would teach for free. That's when your test began, though. See what I'm saying? See, I'm one to know that a lot of wealthy and rich folks, especially white folks, don't even believe in karma. But I'm gonna show you what it is. I ain't gonna show you about the fact that sitting all that shit you got going on and you keep having to use your money. That's why you keep thinking you gotta get more money, because shit keep happening and you keep having to use your money to fix whatever's happening. You wouldn't have to do that if you made good decision when it came down to God's people. See, that's the difference between a wealthy man with peace and a wealthy man without peace. Now I'm preaching. This time I'm mainly talking to the wealthy people, and I ain't talking about experiments. I'm talking about their souls, because there's too many of them. There's too many of you wealthy people out there screwing up. Now, if I could recall one lifetime, let's say it was 20 wealthy people. What is it? 5 out of those 20 was the bad ones. So the rest of them kept those in order. Now, the way it's looking now, it ain't but one good one out of 20. That's a problem. Because there's no balance in your dark and your light. And let me tell you leaders out there something. You never in your life let that platform right there get that tainted. Okay? You never in your life let a platform that belongs to a preacher, priest, pope, any of those, lawyer, doctor, judge, you never let that platform get that contaminated. Okay? I'm still talking to my twin, even though I'm talking to you wealthy folk. Now, to my twins, I want to tell you how I feel since all our business is out there, and no matter if I tell you something in secret, somehow it's on terror. So with that being said, I'm gonna tell the whole world. Everybody keep wondering, is he ready? He need to get right. He need to do this. I gotta do all this stuff for what? To give you the same thing that I got that you need? Oh, but you don't need it because you got a lot of them you can replace with it, which is confusing to me because unless I'm the only human being that had these problems, I never could lay down with random people. The orgasm is the euphoria or the serotonin that tells you it ain't that whole dash. It's just the orgasm. Once you have that orgasm, that feeling in your heart and your mind, which in other words, I hate to hit you in the stomach, but man, I wish I never slept with this girl. Even if she good or not. A lot of men say this in their head. Please, women, don't ask me. But yeah, when they get to that, that's normally after the first time. You supposed to fall back. The symptoms are sleepiness, or irritation, or um, you just don't feel it. You ain't feeling the person. They find at the 10, but when you had everything, you had a good day, but when you had that orgasm, it just felt like something went right. And that's it right there. So when you get any of that, I guess y'all push through it, though, don't you? Oh my God. Because I'm pretty sure shit got getting worse, you know what I'm saying? And not just in the bed, you know what I mean? Because you probably married a demon. I'm gonna do something about that dog. The owner of that dog need to get rid of it. I'm gonna call the dog shelter. Because the dog is crying, because the dog is always tied up. I thought you couldn't do that no more. I started training my animals a long time ago when I was at the studio in Atlanta, and this gangster, trained his dog so good, the dog opened the door. I said, ain't no way in the hell I'm gonna let somebody out to me like that. The dog would open the door. He'll tell the dog, do something. Dog go upstairs, open the door, go on in there. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, that dog just bark, and he wanna be free. Man, that's torture, bro. I think people up there in that area starting to have all kind of, different problems. That's one of them. Torture animal. Not thinking you is. That's the problem. Killing niggas like deers because you think they're animals. But you shouldn't even do an animal like that. Big people. Motivating other people to be big people. That's more cows we gotta kill. That's more water that we gotta waste. That's more oxygen we gonna lose. Now do we all get perfect synchronicity? Let me tell you something out there, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get comfortable with obesity at all. Go back and look in the 70s and the 60s and the 50s, and you go count how many big people you see. Yeah, you know when a big person is born like that and it don't bother them, they can turn backflips and everything. But you, unfortunately. So, I want everybody in the world to go back and look at it. And when you see that out of 7 billion people, it ain't but 50 big people, if that, you should be ashamed of yourself. Now, just like that. I'm gonna give y'all big four hell. Y'all the main ones. So I got a lot of y'all green suit niggas wearing over here. Preachers be the biggest ones sometimes. Now, I'm gonna tell you, man. I saw a couple. I saw a whole church one time. I was going around visiting churches, and I saw a whole church one time. They went on extremely fast, and it was an important point. Time of the year, and since I was visiting, I didn't partake in it because I fast anyway a lot. I don't got, you know what I'm saying? I'm straight. So anyway, um, I took my girl out to eat, and we went to like a 3-star restaurant. Just so happened, a 4-star restaurant. Just so happened, um, we walk in there and the whole church sitting in there at the buffet table. You see what I'm saying? Don't do unto others that you won't do. And I know what black folks gonna say, because I had a female that had thyroid problem. At least that's what I thought. Until God showed me what she was doing behind my back. And that's why she's a blow up dog. It ain't got nothing to do with the food or nothing, because she eat healthy, she cook healthy. But she'll get huge over. That's because she's a liar, she's a karmic, and she's a coward, and she have yet to come to the forefront on what she done that's wrong. Like me, I haven't seen or heard from my child, but everybody named mama can tell me somebody's stealing my money. And it seems like, and then I'm going around, living my life, and I'm bumping into, doctors, important people. And they talking to me like I see my child every day. So what's that telling us, people? And then everybody, just because her last name Simpson, thinks she married me. No, she could just marry my brother, and he probably ain't with her. And she could just did that to get some kind of money. We didn't think about that, did it? Did we? No. And why would they go so far to let a black woman do that? Because it's white officials involved in it. That's why. And for one lawyer, for one white lawyer, they'll take out 1,000 you niggas. You remember that Rosewood? That dude knew that black man didn't rape that girl. And instead of him being honest and going up to his correcting his boys, he was a coward. And he let his boys lead the way. And they slaughtered all them black people for a white man raping a white woman. And the sad part is that his community knew it the whole time. See what I'm saying? I done had experiences like this myself. I done seen people come down here and visit young guys I never seen before. And I try to lift them up and help them. But normally when they come here, especially if they come from Chicago or something, they just got here off the little money they had. And I gave them a place to stay, somewhere to make some music, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere to calm their nerves. Cause these is killers, y'all. These is different kind of people, okay? And I gave them stuff because I would want someone to do the same for me. But anyway, seeing that I know the area, I got off work one night and I went out my way to go visit with a sibling of mine. And this sibling is reckless. And this sibling like to throw parties. He's just a rock star. He passed a rock star. You know, I don't know what it is. But most of the women that was in his house, especially the main one, it was a good possibility they could have had full-blown AIDS. So I paid it no mind. Didn't say nothing, walked out. Went to work again that day. Something told me to come back by again. But those women, I didn't know if they had it or not, so I wasn't going. You get what I'm saying? But the next day, one of the boys, somebody told me one of the boys slept with a certain individual. But this certain individual, which wasn't there this time, had literally got it. And she'll tell you she got it. So I pulled my brother over. I said, did you tell these guys about they got, you know? And he was like, yeah. And one of the other brothers from the other guy said, no, you didn't. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you get where I'm going with this? And this happens a lot. And see, I didn't have them problems when I traveled. I went to New York. It was all, when I was hollering at somebody or something, as soon as Shawty walk off, homie would tell me, and it wasn't no hating shit, it was God. How I know? Because for one, he was driving a Lamborghini. For two, me and her would walk. For three, we both were too young for him to give a fuck about. So, that's how I know. It it worked out. You know what I'm saying? It worked out that way. And for many years and for many decades and lifetimes, people always want. Y'all know why this is. Y'all know why we are not warned. You know why you know why my brother did not warn the boy? Because nowadays people are on social media so much. I bet you if they would have went their separate way that night, my brother would have texted him and told him. You see the difference? That's why it's too much social media. See, even me, I'm never motivated to direct. I'm never motivated to, like if I'm leading the company or something, I'm never motivated to do my whole job. But I do it. And I do the best. And I do my best. I do my best. I do it. But my boss ain't looking. They ain't got to worry about nothing. Normally, when my boss come back, they want to make me the boss. You know what I'm saying? And that's anywhere I go. If I did get a job that I couldn't handle, I put in my 2-week notice respectfully. So probably quit before, but they got the warning. Get the hell on. Find me something else. You know what I'm saying? But it's very few jobs that I done came across. I think it was like 2. And then I had so many jobs, I can't count them. I done had more jobs than women. But, yeah, it sounds like to me, someone living in my position. It sounds like to me, 2 women kidnapped my son, claiming everything. I'm not saying this is happening, but that's what it sounds like. Claiming everything. And they purposely slept with high officials, trapped them, and made them their puppets. And see, only my twins would do that. That's why this is my beef with you twins. Y'all know somebody good out there. But y'all also know you hot between the legs, and you hot in the head, and you hot in your heart. Why? Because you had a fucked up beginning life, and you want to blame everybody for it, including God, for a contract you wrote up. So, you want to be this special thing, have these special kids, but you ain't doing what God telling you to do to get any of it. Don't get me wrong, you got the money, you're going in the right direction, but you ain't passing the test. But y'all want the man to pass all the tests. But you must not know what twins mean, because that means a higher self of you, which is me, would be an asshole towards some shit like that. And anybody who do it. So I guess ain't nobody getting them. Ain't nobody getting married, ain't nobody do nothing. Get a bunch of STDs and die like everybody else, right? But that's what everybody doing right at the moment. Even though they hiding it. You got all the money in the world to be as clean as you want to be, yet you still stink. Took a bath, still stink. That's what we say around here in the country. Took a bath, look at took a bath, still stink. What it is, what it ain't, took a bath, still stink. But that's what it sounds like. It sounds like I've been robbed by two women. You know what I'm saying? Now, where am I disappointed at with my twin? I'm disappointed because you the second tribe in the astro, in the galaxy, the second oldest tribe in the whole galaxy. And the best you can show the world is that you can hide being a hoe and you can sacrifice high priests. And thank God don't know. So what am I saying to my twins? I'm saying you know exactly what you're doing, and you know exactly why you're doing it, and God see you doing it. And we gon' make sure you pay that toll when you cross over. Ain't no freebies, ain't no specialties, ain't no favorite. It don't matter if you gonna be, it don't matter if you Anubis granddaughter. None of that stuff gonna matter. You can see that as your energy starting to decrease. And you know how to fix it, and that's why you prolonging it. Cause I'm guessing in your mind, now I'm talking to a different twin. Now in your mind, I'm guessing you saying, I can do all of this because he's a good person. And then I can go to him and act like this. He gonna be like this. Still forgetting, but we are twins. See? You got the you are fortunate enough to be able to use your gifts in the right department and make money off of it. Me, on the other hand, I have to use mine in the slums. You see what I'm saying? So I'm forced to have to use it for good. So I done racked up all that good karma. Now let me tell you, twin, how it ends since you want to prolong. God have to kill you, and he'll pass your crown. And that'll be an immediate death, probably a car wreck or something. Immediately you die, you go straight to hell. Ain't gonna be no last breath. Okay? The sign, the symptoms of this before this accident occurs and you just mysteriously die. The symptoms is gut feeling, overweight, body not reacting like it's supposed to and it normally would, when you should be healthier at the moment. What else? Cloudy judgment. Not reading your energy right. You're noticing that normally you do something when you're in your spiritual stuff and doing your energy, this happened. But now you're noticing this happened. And you noticing that your ancestors is not as friendly as they used to be. These are the symptoms, the spiritual symptoms of twins violating the code. Okay, so when does the death happen after you go slap, bro? Okay, well, what about you? Well, guess what? Y'all stole mine, and I just ain't claimed it back yet. And let me see how this go. I'm doing my job. Even though I'm supposed to be doing my job for the whole world and getting paid and living comfortable in my house because I made it with my money, unfortunately, the twin event, I'm feeding her and her honeys again. And then people wonder why I want to be alone. I've been getting robbed by women my whole life. So, you know what I'm saying? So, it's gonna happen when you go broke. You should start losing money here and there, or your wheel gonna stop. If your wheel stop, what I mean by that is your money ain't growing, but it ain't decreasing. So it's like it stopped, and you gotta spend so much, you gotta pay attention to it. Your wheel done stop then. So if you get too many stops, then and you don't went broke, then that next party you go to probably gonna be your last one. Oh, can I do that with anybody there? Yes, I sure can. If I know you long enough. And if you done got comfortable with me and told me some stuff, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Rich or poor. I'm not your average Joe. I'm not your average status quo. I ain't your preacher that got millions of dollars worth of clothes in my closet. And matter of fact, I don't have anything. But what I do have, none of them can pay for, and that's God. And what I do know is that the vast majority of the world been missing God and been feeling like God done evacuated and left the building. But truthfully, in all honesty, y'all left God. And this is why you can't hear God. It's because you are too tainted. God don't care nothing about your sex problem. He don't care nothing about your drug problem. He care that you love that stuff more than him. Because you supposed to have problems. That's one of your goals of breaking the curse of like if you a whore. I be hearing something. I know they talking about one of my twins when they said somebody got a sex demon connected to it. They ain't nothing but my twin. Cause I love sex. Ooh, it's exhilarating. But I love being in control of my flesh even more, even though it's depressing because it's lonely. There's nobody want to talk to a sober person. You know what I'm saying? I met a girl though. I met a girl though. I talked to her. I'm talking about face to face, y'all. I'm talking about that crazy shit. And you know what? It was wonderful because she don't know me and I didn't know her, and we had a great conversation. You know what I'm saying? The problem is she's foreign. She's not my race. Once again, you know what I'm saying? But man, she was so cute. You know what I'm saying? You know how people be just so cute. She was real cute. But you know what I'm saying? So, and I just knew she was a great person. I know her. I know how she. I don't know her, but you know, she take care of kids. She do things right. So, just like I see some of my friends' wives in the garden with them. You know what I'm saying? But it's few, y'all. I can count all that on one hand. That's sad. It's 7 billion people in the world. But anyway, so what's the good about passing these tests and getting close to God? Why would you want to do it? Especially if you might be broke. Oh, that's easy. He gonna give you all your special abilities back that you already had. And that alone is gonna prep you to get ready to go to heaven. Duh. I mean, all the way to the point of your back muscles getting strong because you gotta put the wings back on. Them things is heavy. Okay, can you prove this? Yeah, I wasn't born smart. Oh, I would tell Camille all this other stuff y'all say I got. I always could talk to spirits, but I ain't know nothing about that. I just thought that was because I was alone. That was it. But anyway, I walked around, I talked to a few people. And like I said, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, wrote me off as crazy because they see me out here talking on the phone. That's how rural this place is. They look at YouTube 24/7. You see people talking to themselves all the time. You even like and prescribe them. But when I do it, I'm crazy. Y'all should be doing it. Stupid. But anyway, you should be asking me for pointers and paying me to help you hook a site up. You ain't supposed to be sitting up there worrying about what the hell I be doing. One thing I hate about my area. Everybody that's worried about you ain't got shit. 10-speed riding that nigga. And if they do got something, they stole it from you. I told my twin, that's why we get into it. Because all her male friends, you know what I'm saying? I was like, Shawty, you're a beautiful woman. You got all this potential. But you love to be with men you gotta take care of. And you a killer man that you ain't gotta take care of. Oh, Lord forbid it. Argue, throw gaslight on them, then burn them. My grandma really did that shit, bro. Who was up there? Hell yeah, she told her husband get out the chair. She put gas on a nigga. And you know, back then everybody used to have them she could strike a match on their jaw. Just throw that match on that and so he hurry up and got up then. But he had to go to the hospital once he got up. But my family crazy. The women, yeah. Oh yeah. But the women are beautiful, but they act masculine. And the men, you know, vice versa. So, for me anyway, I ain't know. But yeah. So with that being said, you can all, if you can pray and not, whatever you pray for, and not recognize the sign, then you better go find somebody like me and get your shit together before you get the hell out of here. Because that ain't no good sign. Because now in a way that I had this piece of heart, as soon as I ask God for something, I immediately get a response. It started off with angel number. I wanted to hurry up and get past that because I knew it was on that amount of time that man was gonna do something crazy. So I wanted to build a bond with God. But when we get ready to go into third world and shit hit the fan, I wanted to be in a position when I ask God something, I notice it. And bada bing, bada boom, I got it. And it's been there the whole time. I should be writing it down, but no. Yeah, I write that the whole time. And if I meditated enough, Um, I'd be like a boss all day long. I mean, I can do anything. I go play the lottery, throw a basketball across the yard to my neighbor's house and hit grand ring it. It's just anything, everything good. Somebody can throw a football on my blind side and I catch it. I'm telling you, it just be like that. And when I ask God something, immediately I get a response. I was stuck though for a while, y'all. I was stuck between the horn blowing. And I was like, God, that's straight, but that ain't enough. Y'all know what I mean when the horn blow, man, that wasn't good enough though. I said, God, I need to know if it's you. Because the ancestors play too damn much. And that's where we got our own time together. I had to make sure when I left off Novedale, I told God, I wanted his time by myself. So the ancestors, now, since I died and came back, I don't mix them two energies up somehow. Now that he haven't showed me, but so far he holding my hand in that. But yeah. And you know what? I did just like y'all complain, but I'm so glad I didn't have an option because I wouldn't have figured this out. And I can honestly sit here and tell you the whole world is. Now I see why Egypt past constructed the world like they did. I can pretty much guarantee y'all they did not work themselves to death like y'all think they did. If anything, they prayed more than that. That's a whole nother thing right there. But them Egyptians and the ones who worked on the pyramid, they loved doing it. You gotta understand something. They didn't have TVs, but they didn't have all these distractions, y'all. And I'm a man to know. I'm one to know. If I sit in the house and eat bonbons and watch a whole full season of Supernatural, I'm a goddamn be weak and lazy as hell for a whole 3-4 days probably. And then I'm gonna have to force myself to get up and start being active again. And it's gonna take another 7 days of that for me to even wanna be motivated to do that again. Otherwise, I'm gonna be wanting to jump back. See, you see what I'm saying? We are battling the flesh here. The whole purpose of moving from 3D to 8D is to conquer the flesh. That's why I never got why Egyptians and even white people doing that are building these machines to stay and doing shit to their bodies to stay alive for so long. Oh, that's right. The Senators is the one that's really doing it. But everybody else started doing it because they want to believe the bullshit. Now, y'all, whatever wealthy center got y'all doing that, you better go reevaluate. I'm pretty sure he in hell for now. I'm pretty sure he in hell and it ain't for building that machine. He built that machine because he knew he was going to hell. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to tell y'all is that you still breathing, you still good, rich or poor, you still have time to fix it and make it right. And like I said, maybe he won't make you go broke. Only you will know that, and you know that in your head without saying wealthy people go to hell automatically. No, you know in your head you fucked a lot of people to get there. And you know if you give all that back, you won't be there. See what I'm saying? That's how that works. See, honesty is what we all need to start practicing. Y'all, I'm telling you, I made that decision around 24 years old. And it was the worst and the best decision in my whole life. I got my fucking ass whooped. Somebody followed me for a whole day, fresh out of prison. And I got off the bus and got my goddamn. Well, I smoked. I ain't gonna lie. I got off the bus, smoked the blunt, drunk some little bit Hennessy, and went down the street walking. Why did I do that? And I had just got through talking to a preacher and talking with God, and that following weekend, I was planning to get saved and stuff. No, the next day I was planning on getting saved and all that, and quitting everything, which I did. And from that day forward, I was 20 years strong till now. And but people from Atlanta, everybody that I was dealing with came down and asked me how was it. I said I fucked up. I fucked up. I said because everything's falling apart. I'm losing everything. I ain't got nothing. And it drizzled everything left until I was completely empty, y'all. But the whole time, it was like I was being challenged. I knew if I would have reverted somehow to get the money, I knew it would have upset God. I ain't saying God would have sent me to hell or none of that shit, because I'm really God friend. So I knew it would have upset him, because I'm looking at these missions, which they are. He need me to do my mission because he got his hands full at the moment. And I got to do my job. You feel me? And I want to do a good job. But sometimes I get caught up in my cycles. But thankfully, by the grace of God, he knows my heart. And he knows I will always rather be sound-minded than anything. So he also knows there must be a situation that got me stuck for me not to be able to move. And when he find out what's in my way, he move it out my way, rather if he gotta kill you or not. So I can finish my mission. Why? Because it ain't enough people. It's too many people racing to get rich, do the oosh gush, and then go out there and be whoever they want to be, and dress up in feathers and glitter, and look like a chicken. I guess I don't know, but I know it's not important. Regardless of how hard you had to work for it, how many people you killed to get it, and whatever you had to do to get it, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't even worth it. That big ass plane you bought wasn't worth that shit old as hell. None of that shit worth it, bro. I wouldn't be caught dead in the air with that motherfucker. That bitch look like a tank. Hey, bro. but I'm just saying, bro, like, watch it out there, y'all. And okay, now how can I prove that y'all ain't got to worry about me brainwashing you, reverse psychology, or some person that you look up to on TV saying something against what I'm finna tell you now and bringing you back down the side? I can tell you that when you know what you know what you know, you just gotta know. But if you don't know, that means you do know where you go when you die. You get what I'm saying? Your flesh will not react in this sentimental way if it wasn't something more dramatic that you might have to deal with for making that choice. You get what I'm saying? So, if God gave you a gift and you try to pull one over on God, and then you went left and then trying to get right, and now you still trying to please both sides, let me tell y'all something. Don't waste your time, because your flesh, your mind you get scared, you start to panic. Them red alerts, right? Them red flags. Them red flags. You get what I'm saying? Especially if you're young, the red flags. Because that means not only have you failed a mission, but you've been failing a lot of them lately. Especially since you done got up there with everybody and you think you one of them. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be telling y'all you can't buy me. And when that girl came through there, It's just like I told y'all, bro. I see y'all soul. Work on that. I mean, you can still try to judge me and stuff like that, but work on yourself. Don't put so much energy in me and anybody else for that matter. There's a lot of people out here that be working on their soul, like 7 billion of you.